It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At their 49-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Pay attention.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Nifty move. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on first down to the 27-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Barkley, inside handoff. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 57 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. Well, how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down and 8. A give to Pollard running left. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Ooh, the juke. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pollard, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Giants' 4-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Prescott now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the Giants ready to come out now. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 85 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 59 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Prescott. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A
been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball. Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of some.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Aubrey now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 22, Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 107 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Here's a give to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. We'll get this pass out to Barkley, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Giants have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cooks motions to the left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back. because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
To throw again on second down. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Prescott off play action. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Throwing, Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
9 yards on the first down. Keeper in 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Pollard gets it off the option. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Pollard again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action here on first down. He finds Robinson, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they're going instead with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, left side to Lamb. There'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Prescott on 1st down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he returns this to the 22. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Shepard will go in motion right. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Gets around him.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
A second down throw for Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And New York set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A give to Pollard running left. He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. He dumps it off to Barkley. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Giants gonna go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now Jones and the Giants down by 13. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the